You've said multiple times this season that you live for big moments. There isn't going to be a bigger moment than this for your college career. How excited are you?
I'm pretty excited, but it's just a normal. I guess it's just another tournament. I just gotta take it as another tournament. If I think of it as, it's the end all be all, which it kind of is, and I'm gonna get too nervous and I'm gonna start thinking about it too much. But if I just go in there and just think about it, just taking it one match at a time, 1 point at a time, one period at a time, I'm gonna be perfectly fine, and I'm gonna go in there and do some damage.
How much do you rely on a guy like Willie, who's been through this 3 times so far?
Yeah, he's got experience. He knows kind of what's gonna go on and how everything's gonna go. So I'm his roommate. We're roommates when we travel, so I get to talk to him quite a bit about this stuff.
Obviously, there's a lot of wrestling to do, and everybody's kind of focused on what the journey ahead of them. But to have 9 guys go to nationals and just kind of the growth that you guys have made over the last year, you kind of saw when you were redshirting last year what it was like. What kind of strides do you feel like you guys have made as a team and as a collective to kind of start raising standards and improving?
We bought into the coaching staff, finally. Last year it's kind of like, all right, these guys are new. No one was really fully bought in yet. But now this year, everyone's bought in, and we're just ready to go every single day and ready to learn and get better.
Was that a learning curve for guys? I mean, how quickly does it happen? Because Willie was saying it kind of, some guys it's stages, some guys they're there. I mean, when did it feel like everybody was kind of pointed in the same direction or on the same path?
Yeah, so obviously the old coaching staff, they had their ways of doing things, and this coaching staff has their ways of doing things, and the guys that were still around with the old coaching staff had to change their ways, and it was hard for them because once you get habits going, it's hard to break habits. So these coaches had to get them out of their shell and really get them going to where the coaches wanted them to be. And it's really, ever since I feel like this past summer, we had a really good training cycle, which led just right into a good preseason. We're having a pretty good season so far. We just got to finish it out this last week.
You talk about guys coming out of their shells a little bit. Does Chase Straw fit that mold? Because at the beginning of the season, he seemed like he was in his shell, but I mean, he just won a Big 12 title, so.
Yeah, man, I love Chase Straw. I've always been a fan of him. I always said he could be really good, and he can, and he is. He just has to trust in his wrestling, and he finally did, and that's what got him the Big 12 championship. So I was so happy for him when he won. It was a big smile on my face just because I know how hard he works and how much time he puts in the room with Metcalf and St. John and Dresser. So it was finally nice to see him get some good wins under his belt.